Keep calm and carry on is the great British phrase, isn't it? Actually, all nations, I think, have some variation on that phrase. Historically, it was something like this: be strong and courageous, and that's because that phrase turns up through ancient literature and the Bible an awful lot. Be strong and courageous. Well, it's a good piece of advice, but if you're like me, you might ask yourself the question, how am I, a human being, going to be strong and courageous in the light of all that I'm facing? Well, thankfully, there's also a bit of a tip about how to do that later on in the Bible. In a book called Ephesians, in chapter 6, verse 20, Paul says this. He says, be strong, there's that phrase again, be strong in the Lord and his great power. But again, I ask myself the question, how do I, a human being, be strong in him? Well, here's the thing. When Paul wrote those words, be strong, he had three things in mind. First of all, he was encouraging his readers, his listeners, to be strong now. That he wasn't suggesting it was a good idea for the future, but whatever they were facing, he was saying, actually, be strong now. Secondly, Paul wasn't subtle. It was a command. He's actually saying, be strong, like a general to his soldiers. Be strong. And that's great. But again, the question, how? Well, here's the third thing you need to know about that little phrase, be strong. When it was written, it wasn't just an immediate thing, and it wasn't just a command thing. It was also what they call a passive thing. That means it was a command to receive something. Paul is saying, look, yeah, we need to be strong, but to be strong, we need to actively receive something, because here's the deal. God is the creator of the universe, and he has great power. So to be strong, to be courageous, to keep calm, to carry on. The real advice that Paul's giving us there in the Bible is, be strong, be courageous, be calm, carry on. By stopping for a minute and letting God give you his mighty power, his mighty strength. He's saying, if you'll just pause for a second or two and say, God, would you come and give me your power, your great strength, and your aid at this time, then I will be strong to face all that I'm facing around me. And whether you're facing isolation, facing having to work as a key worker in these challenging times, facing kids at home unexpectedly, facing loneliness, facing the death or the potential death of a loved one, my encouragement is, there is strength in God. Be strong, not because you feel heroic, but because God has strength he wants to give you. So take a moment to pray and say, God, please give me the strength that I need today.